So yeah, IDS Online. You know, my after my second stay at the psychiatric unit, in Trinidad, I started. I had this. I joined this website, and it's like, it's called Been Verified actually. And I looked up IDS Online, Benson Hall, Brian Sue, Eric Ye. I looked up their one of the websites that said Eric Ye is a thief or a scammer. Some things that were going around, actually clients that started complaining. Eric Ye, actually, this is a personal thing. Actually, not a personal business thing. This couple walked in. They bought a poker table, and he had one, like a manual. And and he was just buttering, for lack of a better one, the customer. And he told me, don't tell him about the manual. We don't have enough. And I was like, why don't you just just copy it? Lucas, don't worry about it. And I don't know if he said the copiers, it doesn't have enough ink, but I think he told the customer after that, when I kind of said, there's no manual in there, because the guy was like, hey, how you put this is everything's in there. And I'm thinking, one of the, they drive somewhere, they try to put it together, they don't put it together. And he's like, well, Lucas, Lou, first of all, he called me Lou, he never called me Lucas. He's like, Lou, they would have figured it out. Oh, Lou. I'm like, what the fuck, man? And it just one of its discrepancies against IDS Online. And yeah, I looked at their business portfolio. It wasn't on Been Verified. It was on business page, and they showed the years. I started working 2015 February, and back then it was like 6 or 7 people, or maybe like 7 or 8. And then I looked up at like 21 or 22, and they had like 17 employees. And they're and it was here in the United States. I don't think IDS Online actually comes from China. That's their main headquarters. Benson said they have like over 200 people there in China. Here in the States, Benson was a CEO or president. I think he was a CEO of the United States division. And I think they will open up in California as well. But they also they're spending on employees. And when I was working there, they shipped all these items to in a Dayton warehouse. That's where the warehouse was. And it was like, they filled the whole warehouse almost to the ceiling. It was pallets on pallets. We had to it was just stressful and crazy. It was dangerous actually. Think about it, And then Benson, said like, oh, it was like one guy in China, is a mismanage our numbers. We're gonna have to work with it and stuff like that. But always, it struck me as a bit bizarre, man. And one of the reasons I thought I was just perplexed, I was scared like they're gonna do something to the warehouse. And then it's like, I'm not saying like that I watch too much Office Space or something like that, but like I need my cell phone, blame it on me. I'm not making it to a joke, but when I look at the business portfolio, it was like in 2022, and it was like they were only making 100%. So like whatever they made their money back. But back then in 2015 was their heyday. It's in New Jersey and Dayton, and the United States, IDS Online, it was like 200 or 300%. It was much better. And Benson back then talked about they're gonna get another warehouse, and they did actually. I was there like a couple years ago. Benson wasn't there. Nobody was. I didn't know any of the guys. I talked to his wife, and then she was very happy, jovial, this and the other thing. You should come over. You could work. And I know she said that. I'm not a good joke out of that. Same as last time, but it's like they overspend or something like that. And I don't know, maybe they spend a lot of employees, or it's like it's like, how come you not get the money? And I have a lot of cheap items, by the way, but still, you would think they make their money. Benson over there, he told me, and not just Benson, but Eric. He told me, you gotta go buy something from. We're gonna take it home and just write a review, or just go over there, look at it and write a review on Amazon. I was like, man, you tell you what, I'll buy it, but I'll be honest. I can tell you right now, I'm giving 1 star. There's only one thing I'll give you 2 stars, and it's like 1403 or 1406. I didn't even open that, but it's just like, it's just the number. I can't stop thinking about it. I was thinking about it, like a girl in 1406, and I don't care if you just be over 18, sweetie, and you're coming with me. No, it's not like that. Take it too far. It's just that I'll give it 2 stars, and it still sucks. I bought this. People say it's an eraser. It was just right there. I put it. Don't lie, you liked it. Yeah, but after 3 years, I got my nails. Just didn't work on my nails. It was just soft. And it was like, they had cheap items, very cheap items, and it's like, I'm not gonna deceive Amazon reviews or any review, man. There's a reason why those exist. And multiple times Ben had to explain, Benson actually, they called him Ben. They were all friends. Eric and Brian and Benson, they were friends. I think like they met in like high school or college or something like that. Something like that. Actually, Benson was in college. I think, they knew Brian or Eric. My cousin actually, Lucas was there. He met them in the city, especially Benson. He was at a restaurant where Benson Faye worked. And he thought she was cute, this and that, but it wasn't like sexual. Actually, that's one of the first times, not the first time, actually Luke used to love, he was a carnivore, so of course we wouldn't get along. I'm better than you. I'm kidding, I'm like, oxtail. She brought him oxtail, and he thought it was really good. It was in a city, downtown actually, I believe, but that's another story. And yeah, so like it was just, it's like their ideas online. It's just like, how do you stay in business? I don't know, and there's a lot of as a business. I never took business classes, but it's just logical. It's like if you buy from a factory at a certain price and you just can't sell it at the fastest speed. That's how I take it. It wasn't too informative, It wasn't too informative. It was all over the place. It was general, but yeah, that's my take on Benson. And yeah, it was like 2018 or 19. And, my manager from, Amtech, Zivia calls me or something. He's like, hey, come over here. We got to talk to you, this and that. We're hanging out. And I was like, why you want me to come out? Oh, maybe it was a Saturday. And actually, I come over there, but it didn't feel like it was Janos and the other guys. And they were asking me, like, what would you do to fix this problem? We're going to talk about this and the other thing. And I was like, I remember saying something like, that guy over there, like 60%, he does like 60%. I don't know if it was Claudio or somebody else. Because Brian never really did, he did work, but he did, answer emails. Eric did, he did the marketing side, he did, strategizing, he did, management, he did coaching. But I think I don't know if I told, fire that guy. And also, it's like, what do you want from me? Benson over there, I was strung out on drugs. This guy Will brought the drugs. I'm not blaming him. I was weak-minded then. I was suppressed, and it's like, fuck it, I got high. But the guy, he talked about it all the time. He said he's going to give me ecstasy. And all he got me was, people probably think profanity. It was Roxy's. And we started getting high. And then something else, it got so bad. I stayed home, and actually, I was like, I texted, we had a group, it was an application and shit. And, and I texted, I quit, I'm not coming anymore. Actually, a month before, Benson was in there, and Eric gave me an option. It was like, I'll tell you what, you'll leave in a week or a month, I'm firing you. And Claudio was there, and like, Lucas, you don't take your job seriously. Yeah, I'm gonna take my job seriously, man. And I said a month, and then after a month, Benson showed up, and he's like, oh, don't worry about it, we need you, this and the other thing. And 2 months went, and I went to Benson's, I quit. I actually was sitting in Benson's office, I quit. I was like, I quit and stuff. I don't know if he's still trying to do something. Benson, I gave you the $1 raise after 1 year. I'm a man of my word or something like that. I'm like, and it's like, Benson's like, don't ask what company could do for you, but you could do for your company. Like that's a JFK speech or something like that, man. Like it's not that impressive. I'll go backwards for a company, this and the other thing, I deliver one Saturday these patio furniture. It's like, all right, I'll do that for you, man. But it's like, they don't treat me like, I'm a peasant, bow down to you like my lord or something like that. So it was very disrespectful, And yeah, I don't know if I got drunk and I went in a group application. I think that I quit. And then, Eric started texting me like, you owe Benson some respect to come in here at least, or at least text him, so that you quit and stuff like that. Lou. I don't know if I text him, it's like, you could call me. So no one fucking called me, I believe. Some other things happening, like it was apparitions going around and shit. But I don't know what story they told. Time before, like I talked about, those boxes. I don't know if it was Alex, Benson's son, but it might have been Eric, but it was a switch. But they trained, put something in a box on his shirt, and he was walking around, and then there was an empty box. So he walked around, there was cameras outside of the place where I was picking. So when he walked out, probably he was receiving a box, and it was an empty box. I don't know if they're trying to set me up for something. They said like a electronic device from China. One of the guys folks from China sent it to the Dayton office, Dayton warehouse, because he didn't want to put it on an airplane. And it was like close to $10,000. So I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then it was missing actually. And they started asking me, Lucas, do you remember open USPS delivery? Because they had a dock in the back. Who took it? I was like, did you take it, Lucas? Claudia wasn't here that day, Lucas. Did you take that delivery? I mean, did you take that, shipment from USPS? I was like, what in the fuck, bro? So it's like, all these things and stuff like that. I know it's like, time went by. I don't know if they were fucking, what the fuck they're doing. I don't know what that was about.